my name is Big Mac and welcome to my channel. I know I did an update about my new tics in general and I told you guys I would follow up with really everything. So today I'm going to cover my tics. What are my tics? But first, cute thing of the day or cool thing of the day, because this is awesome. This St. Lucia tank top. I went to their concert last night and it was fantastic. I traveled up to Virginia with a few friends and enjoyed an amazing concert. So I definitely recommend you guys check out that band. Incredible. Every song. And their light shows are amazing. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so what are my tics? I have over 50 tics now that I've experienced or have on a day-to-day basis. Some are a little easier to deal with, some are not. So, yeah, I'm going to start with the simple ones first. I've got quite a few head tics. Head tics are pretty common among those with Tourette syndrome. But the first one I ever had was a jerking one to the left, where it would just kind of jerk off to the side like this. I've got my metal concert one, which makes me look like I'm at a metal concert. So I call it my metal concert one because, I mean, who wouldn't at that point? There's ones where I have very subtle nodding or shaking where it's just like that, or where it's not that noticeable, but it's still kind of there. Those are my more prominent head tics. Facial ones, I've got a couple new eye tics. I never really had eye tics before. Like for my head tics, my eyes will close, but that's usually because I don't want my eyeballs jerking around so much and it kind of makes me dizzy anyways. So I just close my eyes for that. But now I've got this one, which is rapid blinking. And I've got this one, which was the scrunchy, kind of scrunchy. Facial tics, let's see. I've got the it's a kind of a grimace. That's what it looks like. And usually what accompanies that is a vocal tic. Now for arm tics. Got a couple. Got the arm one, which you saw probably in the last video, I think, where it just kind of lashes out like this. I've got this new hand one where it kind of does this. My fingers kind of curl up. And then my arms shake. So yeah, that one's new. I've got my bumpy roller coaster one, but that one's kind of a more full body because it just kind of it looks like I'm a bumpy roller coaster. It kind of involves the whole body where my abdomen tenses up. I don't really breathe during that one. Another arm tic of mine is the one where I slap my head. I call that one an arm tic, but you could probably call it a complex tic because I close my eyes for that one, but my jaw gets really tense and my abdomen muscles get so tense that I can't breathe. Like it contracts my diaphragm as well. It just kind of holds that all in together. But yeah, that is why I wear the gloves. If you didn't see the update, the gloves are protecting me from hitting myself too hard. For that particular tic as well, where I just kind of slap my chest. That one is less common. If I have a bout of clapping or slapping tics, then I will have a hitting one as well. But yeah, I wear the gloves to protect myself. My clapping ones were making my hands really raw and hurt a lot. I've got the clapping one, of course. And I've got the snapping ones, of course. So those are my more regular arm and hand tics. I have a few leg ones as well. Got one where they just kind of bounce if I'm sitting down. And I mean, I used to bounce my legs just as a normal thing, because people bounce their legs when they sit. But now it does it quite regularly. It just kind of, and if I stop doing that, then it kind of causes muscle cramps. So I have to get that one out if it comes up. I have the one where my leg kicks back. I kind of call that one my mule kick, because it just knocks you straight back. And if anybody's standing behind me, it's a bit of a hazard. I don't have as much leg tics as I do the other ones. They're a little less frequent in nature. They usually come up only when I'm having complex tics, but that's pretty frequent as it is. So individually speaking, my leg tics are not as common. But I have complex tics every single day, so that definitely brings about more leg tics because they involve my whole body. And speaking of complex tics, I have the bumpy roller coaster one. I have one I call my exorcism. I've only had it once in one period of time. It comes up separately, like components of this particular tic now come up, but not all together as they once did. My right leg comes up, my knee comes up, my body bends back, my arms kind of go like this, my head also goes back, and my jaw opens. And after being in that position for about 3 seconds, my body just kind of slinkies back into place. Just one swift motion. It is very tiring, but mostly I'm getting kind of components of that. It's starting to show up in its completed form a little more later in the evenings. Sometimes it'll show up. I'll get maybe the mouth with the leaning back, or I'll have it with my inchworm tic. I like to call it my inchworm because if I'm laying down on my stomach, it kind of makes me look like an inchworm, like this. Just whoop. It's a tensing of my abdomen muscles while my knees are coming up. That's what it looks like sitting up, where I'm bending down kind of like this. I have hydraulics in my body, obviously, where I just kind of bounce down, and then it just kind of releases. Other times it just kind of holds, like I'm laying down on my side, it'll just hold in that position, where I'm just kind of folded a little bit, and it goes out. It does cause some problems. I've pulled some side abdominal muscles. It's not the most comfortable thing on the planet. I have a few more complex tics, but I'm trying to keep this video short, so, because all of them end up being like super long, so I'm trying to help you guys out. On to my Copolalia and newly developed Copropraxia. The two funnest tics you can have. Obviously. Sarcasm, obviously. If you didn't watch my update, that is where I really kind of introduced the Copolalia. And I even have a few more words. Now, I'm going to talk about both my vocal tics and my Copolalia because they kind of go hand in hand. Because Copolalia is a vocal tic, but not all things you say would fit under that category. So first, my vocal tics. I've got the clicking one. I've got this one where I sniff and also make a noise. Sniffing is also counted as a vocal tic because I'm not sure why. That's where it's in the categories. So I have that one as well. I'm always afraid of passing out with that one, like inhaling too much and hyperventilating and just passing out. So for the Copolalia, I have several words. This is the fun part, guys. Fuck off. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. You're a cunt. You're a cunt. You're the tits. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Motherfucker. Goddamn motherfucker. Suck my balls. Those are my more offensive. Even though I like you're the tits. That's a compliment. You are the tits. So yeah, you're the tits. You're the tits. Fuck off. You're a cunt. Fuck off. And then my cleaner words, which I have, sorry, what, and funnel cakes. I've gotten way better at controlling the volume of these, but I have to say, you're the tits is probably my new favorite kind of dirty one, and then funnel cakes is definitely my favorite clean one, because it's just like, who doesn't like funnel cakes? It's fried dough just under mountains of powdered sugar. That's heaven on a plate, like nirvana on a plate. Like yum. Funnel cakes. Sorry. Funnel cakes. Fuck off. You're a cunt. Haven't had any bad experiences in public with it yet. I've been able to kind of whisper it under my breath instead of saying it out loud when I'm in public, which is great. Even at the concert I was at last night, maybe a few people picked up on it, but since there's a lot of people, that can definitely bring out my tics more. But since it's a concert, I'm having both auditory and visual stimulation, so it distracts me enough where I'm not ticking as much when they're playing music, but definitely in the down times, I was cursing under my breath. And sometimes it got out a little loud, and people were like, But, all that aside, it's been an interesting experience with Copolalia. Now, Copropraxia. If you have heard of Copolalia, that is the offensive language. Now, Copropraxia is its like sister kind of thing, where it's offensive gestures, and I flip people off now. Fuck off, fuck off, fuck you. It's less noticeable with the gloves. I definitely try to hide my fingers and my hands in my pockets if I'm going to be around kids, just because I don't want to make that bad of an impression yet. Alright guys, that was my video. I hope you enjoyed it. As I said at the beginning, I have over about 50 tics, but not all of them are as common or as frequent, and I definitely couldn't fit all 50 into this video and keep it as short as I want to. As per the usual, I will put the links down below for the tic facts, the Tourette syndrome facts, the Tourette's page for the United States, and the one for the UK. And I'll also put, of course, the Zazzle page where you can buy Tourette syndrome themed clothing and mugs and bumper stickers and pins and keychains and all that fun stuff. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. That'd be great. If you have any questions, if you want to leave a comment down below, suggest a video that you want me to do, put that down below in the comment section. If you feel like subscribing, you want to see more content, do what you want. But that is all for today. So, toodles!